Hi, thanks for your order. I'd like to take a moment before I start working on your order to explain a few things. Please don't be concerned. This time that I'm spending and explaining is not part of the actual time you're paying for your review. First, I'd like to mention in advance, I'm located on a busy street. I do have a special noise canceling microphone, but I do apologize in advance if you're hearing any background noise. I'm doing the best I can, and I hope my dog Cutesy doesn't start barking. Two, I'd like to mention when it comes to these short types of reviews of 5 or 10 minutes, even 15 minutes, it's usually pretty difficult for me to do any serious reading in terms of the text. I actually do have another gig. My main gig is as a web text writer or a web text editor. The reason I do these review gigs is so I can meet the owners of websites and actually work on their text in terms of correcting it for spelling errors, grammatical errors, punctuation errors, syntax, things like that. So if I see any major things going on your page, of course I'll be happy to tell you, but I won't be able to really read and focus on the actual text in terms of that kind of editing. Let me know if you're interested in that type of service. Last, I'd like to mention, I'm going in completely cold, or as cold as possible, on your website. I haven't looked at it before, I haven't seen it before, and I don't know anything about it except for the name of your site that you told me and whatever other information you've given me, if you've given me anything else. So you're going to be seeing my true and real reaction for the first time. Okay, so I'm going to your site now. Let me enter the password. Let's see. Enter. Okay. Alrighty, let's see what I think. Well, I guess the first thing I think is I don't really know 100% what the site is. So I happen to know because you told me. I like the clean lines. Wreefs, like that's cute, like wreath, get a wreath. Yeah, I think I would, oh, dare to be different. Okay. Okay, yeah, something. I guess when I'm concentrating on it, I kind of get the joke, so to speak. Like they get the door with the reef. But I feel like this is a little bit of empty space here that could be used. Like it's still not very clear yet. Maybe I'm being overly critical, but I do like the fact that I have to scroll down to see more. Be green, the other green, and hang a reef brand wreath. Huh? Be green, the other green, and hang a reef brand wreath. Wordy and confusing. I don't get the joke. Ah, okay. Maybe this is what should have been a little higher. Artificial marijuana wreath can hang with the best as man cave decor. Okay, definitely going to need to work on the text. Because, like, for example, man cave, that was something's wrong with that sentence, a little wordy. I'm wearing a reef brand wreath. Especially for the kind of a culture. Yeah, I would love to be able to take a look at this text in a more deeper way, but I get it now. So now, so this was what was missing at the very beginning. Now I get it, like reefer. You see? Now, I don't know how I would have gotten here to get to this page in the first place. So maybe it would have been obvious that I was coming from a perspective of marijuana and stuff, but just hitting it off the top of out of the park, like not knowing anything. I didn't get the reference to reefer. Wreath I just thought was a play on the word wreath, and I didn't really get it. Now I see. So maybe you want to get that clearer sooner. And what is this? Like, can people, oh, it's artificial marijuana, so it's not real. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's cool. Now that I'm getting it. About wreath plan reefer. You see, this maybe should be on the front page. Maybe this should be where that little sentence with the plus and the equal, maybe that should be here. Reef plus reefer. That might make more sense. That would have hit the right at the very beginning. I would have understood what this product was. So consider switching that around. Seriously consider. The other thing is, I kind of like this logo. That's the other thing. Going back to this logo thingy here with the marijuana and all this, that should be here, because I would have understood there what this was all about. So I'm not crazy. I may think I'm crazy because I sound crazy because I'm talking to myself, but I'm not crazy. All right, so let's go back to the about. And so now I see when I read the word my wife noticed a few, I understand now this is like you're a one-person deal. So if you want to do that, that's fine. But if you want to make it sound like you're a bigger company, then you might want to get the my out of here and make it us, us, us. That's just me. And I would love to look at all this text again. That I'm not taking the time to read now, but I see you do have quite a bit. Let's see what the blog is. The rebrand where that sprouted. Okay, it's funny. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. The site is nicely laid out. It's easy to navigate. So I'll give you that. I'm just checking to see how much time I'm using here. Sorry. All right. Well, I can't figure that out yet. Shop. Let's go to shop. Celebrations. That's funny. Okay. Okay. So. Okay, so this is cool. I'm just reading this quick. So these are fake. So it's not like, obviously they're not going to be, right? They're artificial marijuana. So these are really, really great gift, I think. A lot of people would like, but I'm not really seeing. So this is shop, right? But it's like, okay, when I hit shop, I expected to see like a bunch of products. Maybe this is something you're still developing on the site, but I think this also, maybe this is too much words for this shopping page. The shopping, like this picture should be up higher and the words should maybe be someplace else. It just seems like it's not really a sales page yet, and maybe that's again something you mentioned in your explanation that you're still working on. But the other thing is, if you're going to sales, then are these labels? Then you should have each one of them in an individual. Oh, the hang tags, definitely each one separately, so you can see what each one says clearly. But yeah, maybe you haven't developed that yet. Let's see what's here. Is this a shopping cart? Your cart currently have to continue shopping. I just want to see what happens. Now you see, that's interesting. Continue shopping brought me here. Not good. Dealers. Or get a wreath. Let's see what happens when I hit get a wreath. That brought me there. Okay. All right. So that's kind of a roundabout thingy. Dealers. What's that mean? Like pot dealers? Oh, wreath products. Maybe found at these kind retailers. Kind. Excuse me. Okay. All right. So that's pretty clear, I guess. Yeah, well, I think that it's the little traffic noise in the background. Ooh. I don't know if you can hear that, how loud that was, but we don't have any laws here where I live in Panama, and nobody needs to have a muffler. It's terrible. Sorry if you heard that. Okay, so I'm just going to try to pause this for a second to see how much time I've used. Sorry about this, but normally recording, I just need to see. Pause. Okay, so I pause it and I see I still have about 2.5 more minutes to go. So let's see what happens when I hit search. And what would I search for? Wreath? I mean, obviously, I don't know. Is that search button really necessary for a site like this? Oh, yeah, that helps actually. That's not bad. Okay. And what is this? Log in. Okay, well, I'm logged in. And what happens with the social media? Let's see. Is there social media connections here? Yeah, like, Okay, so let's see. Does it really go to Facebook? Let's see. Does it go to Facebook? Oh, I just saw something. Oh, that's cool. All right, I just saw something. Well, anyway, things are working nicely on your page. I have to say, you've done a nice job. Um, this, I think I would like a little bit bigger down here. I mean, this is the page for buying, purchasing, so this should be, I think, bigger and maybe up a little higher. And oh, well, let me try that again. That's not this. This is the shopping page. Let's see where the shopping page is. Yeah, I'm still not thrilled with the shopping page. Sorry. Um, yeah, so get these little logie thingies a little higher on the shopping page so people can see that you accept all those things. And I think that's it for now. I guess there's maybe another couple of, oh, let me go back to the first, actually, let's talk about, actually, two things. I'm noticing here, there's no contact page. Like, there's no specific page that says contact us. So I guess I could find it somehow, maybe scrolling down, but I think you should have a contact us page somewhere. Thank you so much for not having a light box pop up in my face and ask me if I want to subscribe 2 seconds after I got to your page. That's great. I hate those things. Like, you're literally like 2 seconds on a page and it's like, subscribe, or why are you leaving us? I'm like, I'm not leaving you. I haven't even started, and now you're telling me to subscribe, you know. So I'm glad that you didn't do that. Definitely missing the contact us now, though. Let's see if it's in the about. When you do the contact, yeah, okay, perfect, excellent. This is what I wanted to see. You've got the phone number, excellent. You've got a regular email address, and you've got a form, and that's great. My only catch with these things, when I click on it, it's going to bring me automatically, watch what happens. It brings me here, and I don't want to use one of these 3 email accounts. Cutesy. I want to use an email account that's not on my list. So I personally hate when it brings me to that. What happened here? Where did you go? Did I just, oh, I see. I personally would just like to cut and paste this address and put it into my email account that I want and not have it automatically go to that program. That's just me. Like, sometimes these things automatically go to Outlook and stuff like that. Well, everybody, you know, different strokes for different folks. Don't know if you have Skype. You could put Skype here, but the good thing is you've put it all here. Just for aesthetic reasons, I would get rid of this empty white space. Either scrunch this down a little bit. But yeah, so I think that in addition, what you need to do is separate the about and the contact page. That's just my opinion. I would have the about with all this stuff, and then I would have a separate line on the menu that says contact with just a specific contact form and the contact. And if you're going to go into the whole we, my wife and I personal thing, then you may as well put a picture of you guys on there on the About Us page. You know, Mike and Amory, stay kind. Okay, I think this is it. I hope you got some useful, I think of everything that I personally said on this review, if I could take one of my own comments, the most serious, it would be to get, in my opinion, this thing, wreath plus reefer equals reef, in the front page. That's the biggest takeaway. I mean, hopefully you got other things from the review, but that would be a biggie for me. Okay, Mike, well, thank you so much for your time and for the order, and hope you enjoyed the review.